Hello, welcome back to another The Elder Scrolls Online episode. I hope you'll enjoy it. Okay then, so apparently we have one extra main mission in this area. That is not part of these main missions, but it has to be main one, right? The End of Eternity. Maybe it's like a bonus mission, because for sure it's not a side quest. You have to investigate this area. And then we can do some side quests. But I don't understand about the side quests here, so it says there are 2 more sky shards, right? There's one here, there's one here. But then there's another one here, another delve. And there are 2 delves. There's a delve here, another one here, and another one here. So there are 3 delves in total, not 2. Why does it say that there are 2 delves? Oh, what is this then? Found 334 sky shards. Maybe it's this way.
Brothers and sisters, we are on the cusp of victory.
Oh damn, he's here.
Everything we lost will be returned without even your lives. Success will bring salvation.
There he is, fucker. The End of Eternity.
Damn it! I knew we should have attacked when we had the chance.
Damn, Lyris is here. Lyris Titanborn and this guy.
At least Rada left something in his haste.
Wait, is that you, partner? Could have used you a moment sooner.
Hey, what's up?
How is this?
What's good?
Finally planting my axe in Rada al-Saran's face. If Fen hadn't insisted we wait for his Raven Watch friends, that monster wouldn't have slipped through our fingers. Again. You're still on the hunt for him too, I see. When Fen got his orders to investigate the Grey Host, I invited myself along. Sorry about my temper. It's just that we've been shadowing these bastards for a while, and it looked like the opportunity to strike was finally at hand. Well, Fen's the one keeping notes, but Rada al-Saran gathered his subordinates and remaining forces here. It's clear he's preparing to make a move, so Fen sent word to the Raven Watch. I just wish we knew more about this dark storm Rada mentioned. Yeah, a lead that's dragging us in circles. Look, Fen can tell you more. I'm sure he'd love to talk to someone other than me. Brilliant conversation isn't one of my better-known graces, as you've experienced firsthand. Possibly. And I've seen Ice Reach Coven witches among the Grey Host troops. After we dealt with Svargrim and shattered the Grey Host's hold on western Skyrim, it looks like Rada moved his operation to this part of the world. It was slow going, but the concoction he and Old Mjolin produced was the only reason the holds were able to start fighting back. Even after we stopped Rada al-Saran's plan in Solitude, I don't think the Western holds would have survived without it. Alive and well. She's taken to her role as Jarl of Solitude far better than anyone imagined. The people love her. There's new life in the hold despite all that's happened. I admit, I'm hopeful for the future too, provided we stop Rada al-Saran. You're asking me? No idea. But it's here and so is Rada al-Saran, so I'd guess it's got something to do with whatever he's planning.
What? Oh, sorry. I was fixated on this trinket. When Verandis said he would send someone, I assumed he meant Adusa. We weren't supposed to make a move, but Lyris feared we'd miss our chance. I don't think we ever had one, but don't tell her that. Other than I think it belonged to Rada al-Saran, I sense a powerful magic has been cast on the item. Auramancy. I recognize it. The technique is remarkably similar to what Verandis uses. Not surprising, I suppose. They were friends once, after all.
Sure.
Well, after their defeats in Western Skyrim and the Reach, the Grey Host has regrouped. The ancient Exarchs have arrived and asserted their control over the newer troops. We also intercepted a courier a few days ago. He carried a coded message. My command of ancient Yokuden is elementary at best. I assumed it had something to do with harrow storms, until Rada al-Saran mentioned this dark storm. I think he's planning something massive. More massive even than the storm over Solitude. We're going to meet Verandis. Right now? Yes, that would be prudent, I suppose. Do I look presentable to you? Befitting of an audience with the Count? I don't imagine there's time for a bath before we head to the orrery. This trinket Rada al-Saran left behind. It radiates a magical residue similar to what Verandis leaves behind when he casts Auramancy. Perhaps you've seen him use it to draw memories from the past. I wonder why Rada al-Saran left it here. Amazingly so. I assisted Svanna, Jarl Svanna, for a while, helping old Mjolin and the Mages Guild produce as much of the Harrowstorm elixir as we could. But I couldn't linger there forever. I've been tracking the Grey Host ever since. No. Though I'm hopeful Count Verandis can find something in this coded letter. He's better at ancient languages than I am. I was able to find this meeting site, and I know the Grey Host forces have regrouped under the command of the ancient Exarchs. Shouldn't I be? I was studying abroad when you two were dealing with the Lightless Remnant, and I only just learned that he's still alive. I know I couldn't have prevented what happened, but I never even got to say goodbye. Count Verandis is a father to me. More so than my own birthkin. Losing him pained me deeply. I'm looking forward to this second chance we've been given. We're going to meet Verandis. Is that Count Verandis?
A soul's ability to travel among infinite planes of existence is equally boundless.
Fen, what did you do?
Souls can go anywhere. Imagine if they had the freedom to choose their destination, or even return to life.
It's the ornaments. They're seeing an image of the past.
Maybe we should grab this quest. Because I don't think we come here again. Forget about it. We jumped backwards. Wait, so I guess this is going to be the end of the main missions now, or there's more stuff? Oh, the thing is active again.
A moment, Fenorian. The darkness has passed. Well done acquiring this letter.
Never mind the pat on the back, Durandus. What happened?
It's nothing. A distraction. The dark heart. The episodes grow more frequent. Each time the currents swell. It's like I'm losing myself to the darkness. We must uncover Radha's plans before that happens. Perhaps this coded message will tell us more about the Darkstorm. I see that Radha has employed his mother tongue to obscure the message. I remember his language. And the Grey Host ciphers well. This isn't a dispatch. It's a letter. To me. No, he's trying to persuade me. Convince me that his path is the right one. Prove to me that the dream we once shared is within reach. The letter outlines, in essence, the recipe for Radha's Darkstorm. Not in and of itself. He wants me to follow in his footsteps. To see what he did and learn the truth of what he promises. In doing so, however, I will discover how to stop it. He's baring his throat to me, confident I will not bite, but I must. I must seek a place in the Reach where the land was sundered from Tamriel. And I must study the Void through Night Hollow eyes. And finally, I must learn about keystones of Bethesda. In my current state, I don't trust myself. Will you go in my stead?
Sure.
I leave the course of the journey up to you, but these three will go ahead to assist you. Lyris to Understone Keep, Gwendis to the Night Hollow Archives, and Fenorian to Bethesda. I'm sorry to put this all upon your shoulders, but it's better that I remove myself from this journey. You can see what Radha intends to show me with impartial eyes. Learn the secrets of the Darkstorm, and together, we'll unravel Radha's plans. That's a distinct possibility, but I don't believe Radha intends to kill me. At least not yet. He has something to prove. That need will stay his hand better than any armor. We don't have the luxury of ignoring his invitation in any case. Radha is a prideful man. When I deserted the Grey Host, it wounded him deeply. He wants to prove that I was wrong to doubt him. What he doesn't understand is that I never doubted what he could accomplish. I just feared what it would cost. If this is a trap, you're the one walking into it. But if he does return to the orrery while you're gone, I will buy whatever time I can. Until then, there are things I also need to accomplish. I'll study the heart and the orrery. Try to learn enough so that we can make use of whatever you discover when the time comes. I will also examine my own condition. I must ascertain that I can control this darkness and not be controlled by it. Yes, of course. Radha didn't reveal everything in his letter, but if there's something I can answer for you, I will. That one is as much a mystery to me as it is to you.
Yeah, so I guess we're discovering new lands.
He said it was a place in the Reach. Who better to ask about locations in this part of the world than Ard Kaddock? Meet Lyris and Markarth and seek the Ard's counsel. I can only speculate, but we know the Night Hollow clan had an intimate connection to the Void through the Dark Heart. It makes sense they studied it over the many years that it sustained them. I noticed an archive in their keep when we were there. Yes, see what secrets they gathered at the height of their power. I only hope that the Archive has weathered the centuries better than the Night Hollow clan themselves. We know Rada needed a keystone to enter this chamber and calibrate the orrery to the Dark Heart. Go to Bethesda. Fenorian will help you discover whatever secret awaits there concerning the Dwarven keystones. I'll answer them as best I can, but every moment we delay puts us another pace behind Rada.
Okay, so we need to go to 3 different locations. What? First one is here. Man, how do you faster? We're at max speed and this guy is faster.
Over here. Night Hollow Keep is just ahead. Night Hollow Keep is down this path. The archive should be right inside. In writings we recovered from Lady Belaine, she mentioned a Night Hollow testament. That's probably what we're looking for. Just watch yourself. The place is locked down tight. Well, it's crawling with Night Hollow vampires. Not just the mindless, spooky kind. Looks like some of them got recharged when the Dark Heart woke up. They patrol the outer wall in shifts. One door in and out. It's locked, but they carry keys. You got it. I haven't been able to keep track of their comings and goings, so there's no telling which vampires have the keys. Attacking them could attract unwanted attention. If you want to find a more discreet way past that wall, by all means. Remember, get keys off the patrolling vampires or find another way to get inside. Either way, let's get into the archive. Find this Night Hollow testament and get back to Verandis, alright?
Sure.
I'll scout around on my own and catch up to you. Rada al-Saran wants Verandis to study the void through Night Hollow eyes, right? According to Lady Belaine's writings, the secrets to harnessing the Dark Heart's power, void power, could be found in the pages of that book. It's perfectly obvious. No, but we didn't find it after you killed Lady Belaine. We know she didn't completely trust Rada al-Saran, so where else could she be leaving it for safekeeping? If it's not here, I don't know where else it would be. I'm off. If I see something that might help, I'll let you know.
Got a key? Why is there a loading screen here?
That's a Grey Host Pentarch, probably after the same thing as us. What's that beside him?
What's the purpose of having
As
a
far
loading
as I
screen
understand,
there when you
lighting
can
here
see
is
the other
terrible. Hey,
part, you know?
bet that's what we came for.
Night Hollow Testament.
Gods, I can't get the smell of her blood off my hands.
It was a mercy. You know that.
I ruined her, Rada, body and soul. I played God and Lysolda paid the price. I'm a damn fool.
A
fool once told me there is no such thing as damnation. Only souls who have lost hope.
That's not fair, brother.
You said it with such conviction I could not argue. You have not forgotten our promise, I hope.
We'll seek salvation together. Thank you, brother.
Okay, let's go. What? There's another one? Fuck. Bro, I swear those enemies never drop gear. They just drop shit. What is the gear? I guess you could use this way shrine to fast travel out of here. Apparently one is here. Or we could go out. Where is one? Actually, let's go over here, right outside. It's called the keep. Level 7? Damn. Why are you doing this at level 7?
Well, I've got bad news and worse news. Kadek and I already exchanged words. Most of them insults. The only agreement we came to was that he'd stop sending his stone hands to toss me out if I stopped breaking their noses. It wasn't a fight until he sent his stone hands against me. Wasn't much of one after that, come to think of it. We got as far as Sundered Land when he shouted something about MMORPG and called up his personal guard. That's what I was trying to find out when Kadek got all angry and said something about my head and a pike on the wall. Look, you talk to him. Maybe you'll have better luck than me. Markarth would be a ghost town if it wasn't for you. If that doesn't earn you the courtesy of an audience, I can go back to breaking noses. The Ard is in his throne room. We just need to know where to find the land sundered from Tamriel. According to Rada al-Saran's letter, it's somewhere in the Reach. Oh, and I'm not apologizing. Not to Kadek, anyway. Sorry. Manamarco, Emperor Varen, Nords, Reachman, his fleet
Yeah, a lot of
beard.
things, apparently.
I can stomach insults hurled at me, but I couldn't stand there quietly as he spoke ill of Varen while praising that traitor Manamarco.
Do we still have that active? Only for 7 more minutes.
Had my fill of Reeker's grace in my presence today. Seeing is how you shed blood for me, and mine. I'll give you my ear, but make it quick. My bile's up, and too much talk will likely make it churn. You speak with that half-giant's tongue. What business is it of yours? What I do with my land? I gave
I just need to
parcel
find it,
to
that's
Marco
it.
years ago. It was his to offer to Molingbal, as he pleased. Why dredge up such dealings now? Aye, you and the half-giant both, so the crows say. Don't think I've not spied on you, same as Lady Belaine. I gave that land to Manamarco, long before the god of schemes brought his wrath to your empire. The Libers... Manamarco didn't call me confidant. When he departed, he said the failure here would forge his success elsewhere. I never saw him again. If you want to know his mind, you'll have to see what he wrought yourself. I'll open the way for you. There's
Thank you.
a lift in Nichuan-Cell that'll take you to the Sundered Land. I'll keep it sealed, for reasons that should be obvious, but I'll see you're granted passage. Now, off you go, and take the prickly she-wolf with you. Not so long ago, rich folk ruled the Empire. We had our lands returned, and dignity restored. Then, we were driven back into the mud by the usurper. Manamarco pledged justice for my people if I gave him shelter. A dark spirit's bargain, to be sure. No, the usurper, Varen, lost his lands, his throne, and so much more. What Manamarco promised me was given. If that don't sit well with you, I got no apologies to give. I can only tell you, that's where my dealings with the Worm King begin. And then...
Hey, it's here? Been here before?
Got the information we need?
Yep.
Good.
Don't tell me now we're trespassing. Now where is it? Here? It's here. Forbidden Great Lift. What is this land? Where are we going? Why is it so difficult to access it? No, it's this part. What is this? Those look like anchor points.
This is our chance.
He's here. Yeah, probably he's going to teleport away or some shit. No, it's gotta be a joke. Fuck off. Fucking scams.
If Rada al-Saran went through trouble, we might as well too.
Of course. Teleported away.
Hey, there's another memento here. Like the one Fenorian found near Bethar Dams.
This is feasible.
No, rather merely a possibility, but the soul binding required.
We can save our kindred from Cold Harbor's torment, and you quibble over the cost? Is your heart so cold?
Even if you returned our kindred to life, Molag Bal's claim to their souls would remain. Our contracts are inviolable.
Another obstacle to overcome.
You think the Prince of Domination is merely an obstacle? Rodda, listen to yourself.
Kneeling when I should have stood proud was the greatest mistake I ever made. I will not repeat it.
Barandis and Rada al-Saran seemed pretty friendly back in the day.
Yep.
Did you know about
Let's
that?
go. There is a house here. House that way? Oh, that's in the city for sure. Well, maybe we can fast travel from here, so I don't have to go through the entire part. Where are we supposed to go? Here? I guess let's use it. I don't know exactly where we gotta go. Like, what's the final destination? Easy enough. Yeah, it's here. Oh, we're missing one more piece. I gotta repair our stuff. Yeah, how are you attacking us so far away from your place? Yeah, see, they never drop gear. I saw they drop only gold. And we need heavy armor and weapons, all of the weapons. But instead we're getting gold. Okay, now I have to go over here. Now we could have fast traveled here from that location. Ah, yeah, these guys. Their attacks, their stuns. Another one.
I made some interesting discoveries while I was waiting.
Yeah, like
Tamriel
what?
is more intact than the few other dwarven ruins I visited. Bethesda is more intact than the few other dwarven ruins I visited. I spotted a chamber that appears related to the Keystones. But more intact doesn't mean completely intact. The path ahead is blocked. Therein lies the problem. My vampiric abilities make traversal somewhat trivial, but you can't follow. I do believe...
Yeah, but we can use the void relic.
Theoretically. I noted numerous void portals scattered around Bethesda. I understand you and Verandis encountered them before. I'm no expert on teleportation,
Ah, here's the
but
void
they should allow
portals.
you to navigate the ruins and pick out a safe path. May I suggest trying to reach the void portal at the top of that tower first? It seems like a good vantage point to survey the layout of this ruin. I'm sure you'll figure out a way past the blockage in no time. As Verandis explained it to me, the void portals sort of pull you toward their location. So finding a viable path across should just be a matter of trial and error. Assuming there's a void portal near our destination, you should have no problem. It worked! I mean, of course it worked. I'll be waiting on the other side.
Alright to go. Oh, that way. Shit. There we go. Easy enough.
Every confidence you wouldn't get sucked into some boundless void. Let's see what we can find. The repository is just through this door. This looks like some kind of manufacturing equipment.
A keystone. Can I take this?
Where's my notes? Brandis, forgive me. As ever, your genius captivates me. I had no idea you made such progress.
I'm still no closer to a viable solution.
You're closer than you think.
How do you know that?
I discussed your
Why can't we pick this stuff?
ally. They claim it will work.
Why can't we pick them up?
Only your trepidation holds us back.
I thought you changed, that you sought penance. I won't participate in mass murder!
Our dream is within reach, and you're still concerned for the mortals.
Yep. I think there is a point in killing the ZeniMax. Most likely not going to drop the gear that we want. I guess we need to farm the bosses or the Hero Storms to get what we want. Come on. Please.
Past is ancient history. Rodder's intentions were to sway me back to his side.
That's not good enough, Count. Why didn't you tell us that this was all your fault?
Father, it wasn't just your research that let him revive the Grey Host. The actual procedure was your creation.
You don't understand. Please tell me you found out more about them. The others see conspiracies where there are none. Just past sins that I thought long buried. They say you found everything that Rodder wanted me to discover.
Yep.
Tell me about the Sundered Land, the Night Hollow studies, and the secret of the Keystones. Remember the journey Rodder sent me on? The one you took in my place. It was to follow in his footsteps, to see how he reached this moment in time. This stone, it's a shard of oblivion lost in our world. How would that help him save the Grey Host? To see the void through Night Hollow eyes. Yes, it's written in the tongue of the first vampires. I can read it, but barely. In addition to other things, this is basically a spell book. It's full of rituals to appease and make use of the Dark Heart. Was the point to show me the inner workings of the mysterious Dwarven Keystones? We know Rodder used one to link the Dark Heart's power to not only the Orrery, but to the Grey Host as well. I can feel the pull of the heart just thinking about it. What you discover doesn't tell us much about the Darkstorm, at least not yet. But the picture is beginning to form in my mind. Rodder's letter provided one more clue. He claims to have a laboratory inside this very structure. We just have to find it. It's true that Rodder often relied on myself and later Zingalis to handle his research and experiments. But he wasn't without his own skills when it came to arcana and alchemy. I suppose, during his long isolation, he had to increase his aptitude. Who would remain behind that could stand against Rodder? I fear that even together we would be hard-pressed to stop him. We'll need every advantage for the end battle, should it come to that.
Yeah, I think it's better to
Learn
just
to
kill
call
him.
upon the darkness. The darkness crashes against my mind like waves slamming into the shore. It can be distracting. I can function normally, with the occasional need to pause and let the sensation pass. I can't yet control the darkness, but I haven't been idle. Using my auramancy, I turned the magic on the orrery itself. I learned much about how the orrery operates. It's quite fascinating. I also ascertained the approximate location of Rodda's laboratory, but a more thorough search is required.
Okay, so we need to find that hidden laboratory.
We can't let the specters of the past distract us from our mission. I'll remain by your side as we search.
Oh shit.
I think we're getting closer. A moment. I sense Rodda has been this way.
Sealed ring. They are really like, we can't use that because of a green blob. What about now? Come on, there we go.
Careful! That Night Hollow vampire radiates with the power of the Dark Heart.
Mortas. This guy. What is he at?
Yes, this is it.
What is happening?
Feel the echoes.
Why are they
of the work
teleporting?
here. Rodda has taken my research in directions I never imagined. Dwemer machines, Night Hollow rites, Reach witchcraft, all arrayed around that pedestal. Yes, I'm beginning to see how the pieces you retrieved fit together. He's building a bridge through the void. The Oblivion Shard serves as a lodestone to point to his destination, but Cold Harbor is precisely the place he would want to avoid. Rodda has always sought to escape Molag Bal's hold on his soul. Cold Harbor is the place where Bal's power is absolute. It makes no sense, unless Cold Harbor isn't his destination. Gather the others. we need to recreate Rada's ritual. Fenorian will reproduce the Reach alchemy while Gwendis performs the Night Hollow rites. You must manage the Dwemer machines controlling the tonal, etheric, and kinetic energies. I will attempt to scry the stone and direct you accordingly. These Dwemer devices, they are similar to pieces of the orrery itself. They manipulate various cosmic forces, tonal, etheric, and kinetic, to chart the expanse of the void. You must keep these forces under control for my scrying to succeed. The components you retrieved from Bethesda showed me that the keystones consist of these same sorts of devices, just on a smaller scale. As I conduct the ritual, I'll indicate what parts of the process require your intervention. Be on your toes. Rada pointed us to the means and method of recreating his work. There's something he wants for me to see here. And I believe the only way to truly understand what he's done is by repeating it ourselves. I only hope the risk is worth it. We are attempting to harness forces never intended to be combined to peer into the infinite, churning chaos we call the Void. I only suggest we try because it appears Rada has proven it can be done. Besides, we have no other choice. Now to begin, start by adding etheric power. Now, quickly, I need more kinetic power. Now, some tonal energy.
It's catalyzing too quickly.
Quickly, help Fenorian.
Oh, this guy. My bad.
We're losing kinetic energy. I need more. Need an influx of etheric power. Gwendis needs your help with the Night Hollow rite. Just the tonal frequency, quickly. We almost have it, just a little more.
Okay, what you need?
I'm losing control of it. Reduce the kinetic energy. The Night Hollow rite is surging. Help Gwendis. The tonal harmonics are in discord. Change the output. Gryffindorian, we'll need the alchemical reaction soon. Recalibrate the etheric power. It's too little. The kinetic mechanism is off balance. Set it right. We're close. Help Gwendis with the Night Hollow rite once more. Catalyze the Reach alchemy now!
What? Kinetic? Wait a sec. What are you on now?
Initiate the tonal cascade and hang on! I can see it! I can see everything! Rodder found it. A piece of land sundered from the Reach, caught between Mundus and Oblivion. It is both and neither, outside the grasp of Ball, or any prince for that matter. He plans to gift the Grey Host with this sanctuary. Don't you see? In their own realm, free from Molag Ball's tyranny, the Grey Host can live forever. And with the connection to Mundus and the power of the Dark Heart, their conquests might never end. And now I see the purpose of the Dark Storm. The Dark Heart. Rodder's drawing on its power. I can feel it tearing away. To the orrery. Hurry. To the orrery. Hurry.
He came back? Man, that guy doesn't want to take a break. Jesus, man, take a break from time to time, you know? Go to sleep.
Rodder,
The fuck?
don't make me fight you.
This is the chance you never thought possible. The door to our salvation stands open for Undis. Come, finish what we started. All will be forgiven.
Rodder, don't do this.
The void energy is consuming you, Verandis. I can show you how to control it. Just follow me.
Where'd the bastard go this time?
He's gone, Lyris. To the one place where he can complete his plan.
We can never fight that guy, I swear. Like every single time, just teleports away.
Opened the gateway to his sanctuary. In that distant realm, he can summon his Darkstorm using the power of the Dark Heart. He'll consume the Reach to fulfill his promise. No, not good at all. The Darkstorm requires power on an unprecedented scale. Darkness that will cover the Reach and send every mortal soul it touches into the Dark Heart. In turn, the power of the Heart will flow through the orrery to feed the storm. It will tear the Grey Host from Molag Ball's clutches and preserve them for eternity in his sanctuary realm. Death will become as much a petty inconvenience to them as to any Daedra. They will become truly immortal. To end the Darkstorm, once it's begun, I need to enter Rodder's sanctuary realm and take control of the ritual. I can't ask you to join me, but I won't dissuade you if your course is set. Just know that I can't guarantee we'll be able to return. Rodder showed us the door, and we forged the key.
Now it's light armor. One skill
I have
point.
to stop the Darkstorm, for as you have seen from Rodder's auramancy, this monstrosity is my creation. Whether you decide to accompany me or not, know that I value our friendship.
Yeah, that's unfortunate that we can't get any heavy armor.
Sanctuary realm. I can feel the pull in the darkness. Soon the dark storm will consume the energy in the Dark Heart. Then more people of the Reach will die to feed the heart and power this apocalyptic storm. Rodder aligned the orrery in order to make his escape. Use the keystone on the dwarven mechanisms that control it. That should open a breach we can travel through. Then, maybe, I'll have a chance to stop this storm I created. I never intended my theories to be turned into reality. In my research into a way to grant mortals the same immortality as vampires kept leading down dark paths, I abandoned it. I should have also destroyed it. Rodder corrupted it for his own ends. When you're ready, activate the mechanisms on each of those platforms in sequence. This process should be less risky than what we attempted earlier, I believe. Rodder has already aligned the device to point to our destination. Theoretically, we need only reactivate the orrery to open the gateway. Be on your guard, nevertheless.
Okay, but anyways, that was the mission. I hope you guys have enjoyed it.